"A Southern Comfort," she spoke in the general direction of the bartender, unable to tear herself away from her companion. "Neat." He slid onto the stool next to her, his legs still against hers and her temperature hovering near the boiling point. He leaned on the bar, creating their own intimate circle as the noise of the busy bar faded into the background. His lips curved into a slight smile. "Is there something funny?" "No, not at all." His deep voice rumbled in her ear. His warm breath grazed her cheek. "I didn't take you for the whiskey type." "And what type am I?" He leaned back, examining her ice blue satin, strapless cocktail dress and matching Manolo Blahnik pumps. She squirmed in her seat as her body responded to the desire pulsing between them. "Honestly," he cocked his head, "you strike me as the Chardonnay type, a proper drink for a proper lady." She laughed. Any other night, his description would have been close to the mark. "Whiskey's a drink of control and power." She took another sip and caught his stare over the rim of her glass. "I see." He lifted his glass and downed the contents, then turned his full attention back to her. "So, why are you drinking alone?" "I'm not drinking alone, now." Michaela gestured toward his drink and ordered him another when he nodded. "Okay, so you're here?" "Celebrating my new life." "Ah." He lifted his glass to her in salute. "Let me be the first to say that your ex-husband is an idiot." Michaela laughed, and without thinking, ran her hand up his chest, tracing the line of studs until her fingertips made contact with the heat of his tanned skin. He stiffened at the touch, and she froze. Too much? Too soon? Flustered, she began to withdraw her hand, but he reached up and held it there. She swallowed hard. He smelled delicious, woodsy, crisp, and all male. His hot fingers traced a lazy circle over her wrist with his thumb. Suddenly, she understood the meaning of swoon. "Let me say it again. Your ex is an idiot." Mr. I am a sex god lowered her hand to his thigh, placing it against hard muscle before skimming his fingers under the hem of her dress. Heat traced along her spine, and she shivered when his hand caressed the length of her thigh and then slid down to gently cradle her calf. Michaela shifted forward, running her hand up his thigh, mirroring his exploration and enjoying the thrill of hearing his quickened breathing at her touch. This was crazy. This was wanton. This was not what Michaela Eastland should be doing on a Saturday night, but this was exactly what Michaela Rourke needed. "No, ex," she licked her lips. "Just my new start, my new life." "I'm honored that you've included me in your celebration." "The celebration isn't over yet." Michaela's voice had a husky edge that betrayed how turned on she was, but she didn't care. She wanted this man, wanted freedom, control over her own decisions and their consequences. "Would you like to help me celebrate somewhere more private?" She studied his face. Dark hair, lush lashes, chiseled jaw dusted by a 5 o'clock shadow. Faint lines crinkled at the edge of his eyes, but not enough to indicate he smiled or laughed a lot. She shivered at the thought of all that intensity focused on her. His continued silence made her nervous. She blurted out, "I've never done this before," then immediately wanted to bite her tongue. Abruptly, his hand curled around the nape of her neck and pulled her close. It wasn't a tentative kiss. This was a hot, open-mouthed, possessive kiss that demanded her response. Her blood turned to liquid fire as it flooded the folds of her sex. Every female part of her sought to answer the primal maleness of him. Michaela grasped the lapels of his tuxedo jacket while her tongue chased his in a blatant request for what she wanted. Dirty.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.